Hi, I'm Noelle. I am from Iowa originally, but I'm currently living in Charleston, South Carolina. And I had just moved here a few years ago. And I think I was searching for life and for adventure and for myself, most importantly. And I happened to find a Facebook video of Scott and Nancy, and they were doing an event in Charleston. And I asked my friend if she wanted to go and said I had nothing to lose. Essentially, it was an advertisement to find love, which is ironic because I didn't find love in the way I expected to find love. Let's put it that way. So I found more than I ever bargained for, I guess. I feel like I was in a really bad place, kind of emotionally. I had been diagnosed with cancer shortly after moving here and kind of was lost and just really felt like I needed more in my life and for opportunities, and I wanted love and a family and something I've always dreamt of, and I didn't understand why I wasn't having that, and I felt like I was trying all these different things and it just wasn't happening. Nothing was coming to fruition, and so I felt like I had to change things up and do something different. So I joined their class and I joined their individual series and spent some time, quite a few weeks with them, learning lots and forever changed person for it.
So what would you say that you liked most about working with us during our time together?
There's a lot of different things. Obviously, what I learned probably most about myself and the tools that you guys provided me to learn to love myself was probably the biggest blessing and opportunity. I always knew I had struggles with that and I was lacking to really truly love myself, and I never could understand or know how to make changes that I really desperately needed. And I think my favorite part was that you gave me my own tools to be able to work on myself, and so I could foster that growth and development within myself. Obviously you're not going to be around me 24/7, so I needed some life lessons and ways to learn how to do that myself. So that was probably the best thing about it.
So looking at where you are right now from where you were, what would you say was the biggest thing that changed for you working with us?
That's kind of a tough question. Lots of different things that has changed. I would say that my self-confidence has drastically increased. My love for myself has increased, even though it's not perfect and I still struggle at times. I feel like I've jumped leaps and bounds, and I'm able to recognize those moments where I put myself into a negative light or a negative situation, and I'm quick to correct that. So anyone who knows me or loves me will tell you that I'm just a different person. I was always a fun-loving person, but my energy is more vibrant. I'm open. Like I was saying, my friends and family will tell you that, but I think strangers and people that I wasn't used to communicating with before have now, I guess, seen me in a different light or will approach me, whereas I felt like maybe I was not being approached before, which now I've learned maybe was just blocking with that energy or that information, or couldn't recognize it in itself. So just the confidence, I guess, overall, it's been a big changer there for me. I've learned to love myself and love everything about me, and really understand or know that the right person or someone else too will as well.
So what exceeded your expectations in working with us?
I think that probably the biggest thing was just the amount of individual help and attention that you guys provided. We spent a lot of time together, not only doing the coursework, but like individually on our Zoom calls and talking to each other, and then meeting as a group, just to follow up and follow through on those different things. And then I think relaying it to individual life, like we were able to take a lot of different individual circumstances and kind of regroup and recap like how that impacted my life and how I could learn from or grow from that. So I think that was different than just, reading a book or participating with someone online, was that individualization that kind of helped tailor me and where I was in my progress. And then obviously that varied throughout the course. So going from the beginning to wherever I was in the middle, my relapses per se, I guess if you want to call it that, and then back to positive, and then, till the end still, I think kind of met me where I was at, but also pushed me to move forward.
What would you tell someone who's considering working with us?
Be prepared in a good way, in a bad way, I guess I'll say. I would say be prepared to be outside of your comfort zone, be prepared to grow leaps and bounds, but be prepared to put in hard work to do it because it wasn't easy. I mean, there was a lot of tears, there was a lot of self-realization, acceptance, growth, all of those things that actually take time and commitment and energy to be able to grow and heal and move forward. So I think that if somebody was considering to work with you, absolutely, obviously recommend you guys. I think you're great. It was been life-changing for me. It still has. I guess I can recognize that, but I think the testimonials of my loved ones and my family and friends are probably even more important because I think they recognize such a difference and can see that.
Yeah, and how wonderful that you really put in that work because it's been, I think, over a year, right, since we worked together, or just about a year?
Yeah, I think.
So it's just wonderful that you put in that hard work, so you learn those skills, and now they're still with you. You know, they're still with you to go through those circumstances that inevitably are going to come up. I mean, it's life, you know, but it's learning those tools to keep moving through it and growing through it. So glad that you've blossomed like you have, because you really have, and it's beautiful to see. It really is.
And thank you for doing this testimonial for us.
Yeah.